Yeah. Siguro, when you say that I came from the top and my struggle mentally, the struggle mentally was on how to handle that success. I mean, I was so proud that time after we won that championship, and um, I was destroying a lot of relationships around me. And in
Oh.
hindsight, that injury was not unfortunate. For me, it's one of the best things that ever happened to me. I mean, I was
Oh.
humbled with that injury, and I realized so many things. And I wasn't really working out too much. And I thought na, magaling na ako. I don't need to work out. Nakakasira ng shooting yan. And, it really humbled me when I got injured in a major way. I was forced to take care of my body, to work out for the rest of my life. Ganun talaga pag may major injury, you have to take care of the joint. It's not that strong anymore. So
Oh.
that was one of the most humbling experiences that I've went through. So mentally, how did I come back? How did I um, reach my point? I don't know, by God's grace. I mean, I started reading the Bible uh,
Oh, yeah.
that year, more than a year in rehab. I was with BJ Manalo. The same thing
Oh, yeah.
happened to BJ also. Same injury, and he shared some things to me with the Bible also. Same situation. Before he was so successful, and he thought that he didn't need God, but the same thing happened to him. Something happened, something changed him, and he shared his faith with me. And yun nga, when I say the grace of God, because I couldn't have done it on my own. And uh, yeah, more than a year of doing rehab where there was no clear parang improvement on my knee, and I just went through the draft, and bahala na if makuha. I wasn't really ready, and it was just a leap of faith na I didn't really know what was gonna happen. And I'm just so glad that si Coach Yeng yung kumuha sa akin, because he gave me a chance to play. Siguro if I went to another team and I wasn't ready to play yet, they probably wouldn't have been so patient with me. And uh yun, it's really God's grace, man. I mean, I cannot take credit for any of those things. So that's for another topic if you want to talk about it.
Yeah, you mentioned nga na yung injury mo, but for you it wasn't unfortunate. But even with that, like you said na nagkaroon ng change of heart or change of attitude with you because of that injury. Was that instant or it took time then for you, to get convinced and reading the Bible and having that humble attitude? Like, was it instant or did it take time for you to actually gravitate towards
Right now, I'm still working on being humble. I mean,
that?
I mean, it's a lifetime of crucifying your pride. I mean, pride is such a difficult issue to deal with. And no, I guess when it happened, when I got injured, I remember BJ Manalo and Paul Tanch already shared their faith with me, and I did. It stuck to me, but I didn't take it too seriously. Then like I said, I was too busy with basketball, and for me, why would I need God? I'm so successful, and
Oh, okay.
I didn't have time for this. And when I got injured in there in the court, the thought that came to me was, all right, God is telling me something. You better listen now, because this is serious, and I don't know if I'm gonna play again or drive again. It was that painful. I mean, I was probably 2 or 3 weeks at home with an immobilizer in my knee. I just wanted to drive my car to just have some sense of freedom again and live a normal life. But uh, yeah, it was just a humbling experience for me. Na I felt that uh, God was communicating something through me, and it was probably connected to what BJ and Paul shared with me. And it's a lifelong process. Right now, I'm still trying to study and understand many things about it, but um, I'm really glad that it happened to me.